from 24/7 Techie, and in this video we will be comparing the OnePlus 8 with the OnePlus 7T. So I basically started off with the OnePlus 8 review video or a single video, but it was so similar to the OnePlus 7T that I had to make a comparison. But before getting started, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our further videos. Now that you've done that, let's talk about OnePlus 8 and how similar it is to OnePlus 7T. So to start off, we will talk about the build quality of both the phones. Both the phones are very well built. Both the phones are very similarly built. Both phones have 6.55-inch Full HD Plus 90Hz AMOLED display with Gorilla Glass 5 protection in front and back. OnePlus has gone for a glossy back with the OnePlus 8, the Onyx black color to be precise, but the OnePlus 7T has a frosted glass back, which is much better because it does not attract fingerprint and looks better as well. So one thing that I was really impressed with the OnePlus 8 over OnePlus 7T was the screen to body ratio. So this has 88.7%, this has 86.5%, and that could be because of the curved glass. Speaking of that curved glass, I really do not like curved glasses. So this glass has been curved a little bit. This one is flat and I'm not a fan of curved glasses. Yes, arguably the curved glass does looks better, but in day-to-day usage the curved glass has no point and it actually makes the phone more fragile. And talking about fragile, this is the inbox case for the OnePlus 7T. Notice anything? That there is nothing over here. And this is the inbox case for the OnePlus 8. Never settle. So this is how you will brand yourself. This is how you are doing a mega branding. So never settle. I am not a fan of this. This makes it a loud statement that never settle, and I do not like that because I want my phone to look as minimal as possible. This one was good. Now let's move on to the cameras of the phones. So the OnePlus 8 and the OnePlus 7T both comes with the same primary sensor, IMX586 48 megapixel sensor. So ironically speaking, or whatever, it makes me laugh that the OnePlus 7T's camera array or the camera everything, all the three cameras are useful and are a better combination when you compare it to the camera combination of the OnePlus 8. Even the primary sensor on the OnePlus 8 is lower to the primary sensor of the OnePlus 8. This is at f1.6, this is at f1.8. It is slower compared to the OnePlus 7T's primary sensor, which is same, IMX586. While talking about other sensors, the OnePlus 7T and OnePlus 8 both comes with ultra wide angle lenses, but the OnePlus 7T comes with a 2x telephoto lens, whereas the OnePlus 8 skips out on that and puts in a shitty 2 megapixel macro lens, and that's a dedicated macro lens, 2 megapixel. The OnePlus 7T's ultra wide angle lens acted as an macro lens, and here is a comparison. I only took one photo and that was more than enough to show that the macro lens on this one is much better. So enough with the hardware, let's talk about software. Android 10 for both the phones right now, but Android 11 for OnePlus 8 beta is already available and it will get the stable when it's released publicly. So OnePlus does a very good job in updating their phones. They were one of the earliest to get the Android 10 stable as well, so that is good. Everything is good. It runs on Oxygen OS. Oxygen OS is very close to stock Android with a little bit of customizations. So overall, I do not have much complaints with the Oxygen OS except for always on display. There's no always on display, but apparently OnePlus has already confirmed that the always on display is coming up very soon. So I will have to wait for that. Right now, there is no always on display, so they are following Apple like always. So these two phones are base variants. So this is 35,000 rupees right now and this is 42,000 rupees right now. And these two are pretty good. But the thing is, this phone gets 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of internal storage in the base variant. But this phone gets 6 GB of RAM and 128 GB of internal storage. If you match it, so 8 GB of RAM and 128 GB of internal storage, the price will go at 45,000 rupees. That's a 10,000 rupees difference between these two. and there's not a lot when you come to 10,000 rupees. 10,000 rupees, you are paying Snapdragon taxes, you are paying 5G taxes. The 855 is still a very good performer. UFS 3.0 storage is very good in this. A lot of things are very good. The cameras are identical. A lot of things are for this device. And 10,000 rupees extra for this, I do not agree with that. So thank you very much guys for watching this video. This was the OnePlus 8 versus the OnePlus 7T. I was basically really liking the OnePlus 8 till the time I started to compare it with OnePlus 7T, and then the Snapdragon taxes. So almost 10,000 rupees taxes because of Snapdragon 865 and 5G. So yeah, then it became why you should not buy the OnePlus 8. So if you have any questions or anything that I missed out on, comment below. We can talk about that. I will reply. You can get back, you can get to me on Twitter, Instagram, or email me as well. So check out the description for all the links, and don't forget to subscribe. I think this was a good one because this was a quick one and a good one. I think so, and I'll hope to see you in my next one. Till then, see ya.